Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. Last episode we defeated the King Calm in, well, something that took a bit longer than I had expected. So this episode we start off with a Daresso. But before that I had a brief look at my gear. Basically, take all the gems out of your gear and just have a look at the base items. And I came to the conclusion that my old helmet was it required something like level 35, and I'm currently level 60. I was 58 at the time, so it was a bit outdated. Same thing actually still goes for my gloves, and my body armor was also about 10 levels out of date. So I had a bit of a refresher around. I traded for this one. I went from about 40 energy shield to almost 190, so that's plus 150. And in effective bonus to energy shield, I gained about 500 points. I'm already stacking enough plus energy shield percentage bonuses that those small gear upgrades are massive differences. So that's something to keep in mind, especially now that you're going up against the end bosses basically of Cruel. So Daresso is on normal he was pretty tough, so I'm assuming he's going to be pretty tough on Cruel. After that we have of course the Labyrinth and Izaro lineup. So this one has been upgraded. I also have an upgraded body armor that has about another 150 extra energy shield, which once equipped should push me over 3000 energy shield. The thing is, it only has 4 sockets and I really want a 5-link. So currently I actually want to complete some of the prophecies and see if I can get the 5-link prophecy again. That is a very nice prophecy. If you want to buy it, if you want to trade for it, it's about 30 chaos, so it's actually pretty darn expensive. So for now I'm just hoping to empty my prophecy wheel and then roll the prophecy randomly. And there's quite a number of these prophecies that I want to clear out before going into the Labyrinth. So there's a good chance of getting that. But for now, I'm gonna go after Daresso. So here goes.
I am Daresso.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
It was here in the pits of Theus that I made my name, killing rabid dogs and wild boars before I could even be considered a man. In this so glorious of arenas, I care nothing for your past, only your future. And for that, you will have to fight.
And for that, I will have to fight. Well, fighting is something that's pretty fun in this game, so no objections. So, level 55 area, I'm level 60, so I'm having a little bit of a level advantage here, which is good. As I said, Daresso is pretty tough, at least he was on normal. So having a level advantage against Daresso, well, that just increases your chance of surviving and making it to merciless. On the other hand, our build is now more complete, and in normal we were still building stuff, figuring stuff out. So we shall see. So far, chickens are not actually that capable of hitting me. That said, we get a pretty decent range on the enfeeble blasphemy already. I'm standing here, chickens over there are being hit. Basically anything that would consider trying to attack me is currently being enfeebled. So no complaints from me. And that was the first of these little mini arenas. Strongbox, whatever. Stop running away, you silly dog. Jewel orb. That's pretty nice. So I think I could probably have handled this part pretty easily even before upgrading my gear. So as a level 58 character with roughly level 45 gear, level 40-45 gear, this was doable. Having of course a full level 60 gear, or at least 50 plus, makes things easier. Because your evasion increases pretty massively, your energy shield increases pretty massively. So there you do notice that if your items are just too low level, if the base items are too low level, it's gonna be harder to evade attacks. As a result, you'll take more damage, but also because your energy shield pool will be smaller. As a result, you will be able to take less damage. So
Just need a moment.
With hybrid armor, you really have compounding effects if your gear is out of date. And there's a really strong incentive to upgrade your gear all the freaking time. And one thing I did notice is that so far I seem to be pretty solid on resistances. Even if I just take out my helmet, my body armor, my gloves and my boots, only keeping the other gear in, I'm still maxed out on resistances for cruel difficulty. And in fact I'm currently 132, 160, 136. With the exception of fire, on Merciless I will be at 72% fire and everything else will be maxed already. And that's without putting in too much effort to max that, which is a good thing. So are we freezing Bakul? That's pretty cool. Okay. Frozen little piggy. Especially once you get access to the end game tiers of gear, you'll be able to get up to 40 points of resistance on a single resist, times 2 or times 3. I'm still running around with cruel tier gear. So it's going to be even easier. But the nice thing about that is that you can actually focus on other things than resistances when upgrading your gear.
Adequate performance challenge, if a little messy. Yet Barcool and his stinking flock were simply an audition. Let us see how you. Welcome to the grand arena of Theopolis. It is here that I first laid eyes upon my true purpose. The Lady Merveille. It is our inspiration that defines us. What do you fight for, gladiator? Hundreds of warriors tried to lay claim to the same title as I, but I defeated them all. Victory goes not to the able, but to the ambitious. Die a death worthy of applause, gladiator.
Oh, finally done talking, Daresso. It's fun, but it would be nice if he had a squelch button like most of the lore bits. Anyway, that's just an aside. So, as I was saying, you get more flexibility when you upgrade your gear if you have your resistance base very well covered. Also, if you get affected with things like vulnerability or the elemental vulnerability curses like conductivity, flammability, frostbite, it's gonna affect you a lot less if you are over your maximum for resists. But in order to do that, of course, you actually need to reach the maximums first. So the more, the better.
Catch my breath.
But it also means that when choosing gear upgrades, you can pay attention to, for example, maxing out your energy shield and your evasion rather than resists. So you rather than needing to go for like the perfect tier that has a high resist and high evasion and high energy shield, you could focus on something that doesn't have the resist and it only has the evasion and energy shield. And as a result, there will be more on offer that will be more affordable. Or if you are crafting things yourself, you have to be a lot less lucky, or you have to retry a lot less often. Which is, well, it's a convenient thing. It allows you to play more rather than craft or trade more. Which I think is a good thing. And in my case, I focused a little bit on, for example, acquiring something that had chaos resistance on it, and a bonus to energy shield and evasion and some life. And then in the end I crafted intelligence on top rather than bonus resists. Because the nice thing about intelligence is that every 2 points of int give you 1 mana. So I currently have a 200 intelligence, which is 100 mana. Which is nice since you never ever have enough mana. At least not with a mana hungry build like this. And on top of that, you also gain a bonus to your energy shield for every 5 points of intelligence.
Low on mana.
Also, stop trying to bleed me, you buggers. Yes, bye bye. Okay, that was that. Let's see, just a random rare to sell. So fixing chaos resist is nice if you are using the forbidden taste because you take damage as chaos. So if you are not at negative chaos resist, it's not gonna deal bonus damage to you. Which, well, is a good thing.
A battle worthy of song. The way you fight reminds me of how it feels to be possessed with the idea of victory. Is your passion enough to claim a crown? We shall see.
Okay. This is gonna get fun. Wow, that's just an evasion buckler. Ring of Blades.
Swords is nothing if he cannot defend his crown. For honor!
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Yeah.
Is this a joke to you? For glory!
Okay. If he's doing Super Saiyan mode, then we can just line up some shots. Okay. Let's see. You have to consciously recast your Golem here all the time. He really likes to chew through it. So, is he actually getting frozen here? Curious mind wants to know. Also, Golem. Okay, then I'll tank you myself.
You're no sovereign.
So apparently, if you have enough evasion and dodge and block and stuff, this is not so bad. Okay, final stage, then that means army of skeletons. Since he'll stay power up all the time, it's nice to have some distractions. And that's Daresso.
Oh, can you sing one for me too, Mayor Vaal? Something upbeat, please.
So that was Daresso. Let's see. Waypoint downstairs. So, Lady Diala, here is another eye for you. There you go. I can chat with you again. That completes this quest chain because now the belly is open. And we can go back to town and have a chat with Lady Diala up here, which will get us a reward. Cold Pen, we already got that. Fire Pen, Item Rarity, Cluster Traps, Ice Bite, Blasphemy. think this is better than what we got. No. Yeah, what do we take? We'll take an item rarity. Don't have one of those yet. It's not like I actually have all the other stuff yet. So, got about 10 minutes remaining. So, I'm gonna prepare a little bit for the labyrinth. Because there's some fun to be had in the hedge maze. Specifically, there's some prophesized fun to be had in the hedge maze. So Plaguemaw 4 resolves in the hedge maze. So we're gonna go there, do the final trial, and have fun. Level 52, our hedge maze is probably 53. So in terms of level, we're doing pretty darn good. So we'll just have to see how long it takes to actually find the hedge maze.
Just need a moment to catch.
It seems to now consistently be on that side of the map rather than just anywhere. Which is, well, makes life easier if it's in a consistent location now. Let's see, elemental reflect. But it's still not overly scary. So let's, yeah, I can go through. So once we defeat Izaro in the labyrinth, we'll get another point in our saboteur, which is actually gonna be quite a bit of fun, because we'll get another 250 points of energy shield, we'll get another 500 points of evasion. Everything will of course be modified by all the plus bonuses we already have, which at this point are starting to stack pretty nicely. That 250 points of energy shield, in practice it's probably gonna be closer to 800. The 500 evasion, I think at this point it's gonna be closer to 700. I'm not stacking the evasion bonuses that strongly just yet. I think eventually I'll end up at about 100 to evasion. But this, well, I do prefer a larger life pool or energy shield pool over a chance to dodge physical attacks. That's all evasion is eventually. Oh, here, have some minions, just because. And there is the hedge maze. You will defeat Plaguemaw's ambush.
You there, a moment of your time.
Furici, buddy. Slay the guards, keep the target alive. Ugh. I'm more of a take no prisoners kind of guy here. Oh, we'll see. We'll try. Target is the most strong of everybody, so we can actually use our AoEs. Ooh, unique Arcanist strongbox. Could that be tied to the Plaguemaw? We will find out. It's gonna be a unique strongbox at least, which I think there was a challenge for this season. That's gonna be good. Contains 5 additional items guarded by 3 packs of monsters. You, stop annoying. Okay. Undying Shades, okay. Let's hide the items so we see what's happening. A lot of Undying Shades.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
more Undying Shades.
In a
That
maze of green,
was indeed
the
it.
Plaguemaw sets a trap, baited with treasures.
I have to say I approve of Plaguemaw 5. Let's see. A Vaal Orb, Jeweler's Orb, Chance Orb, 2 Chromatics, a whetstone, and let's see, 1 transformation, 2, 3, 4 transmutations, 5 augmentations, some random rares, and just more random rares. So, Plaguemaw is nice. Wonder if there's gonna be a Plaguemaw 5. Because I still haven't had an encounter with the Plaguemaw itself. Well, let's do the trial. I'll worry about stuff later.
An emperor must know precisely.
And that was
where he
indeed
stands.
the last one. Right. Then we also need the Chittis Plum. Because I had another look at the challenges, but for Act 2 you need to complete the Swig of Hope quest, so that's the Fairgraves quest. So you need the Chittis Plum and you need the Decant Spiritus from the marketplace. You also need the optional side quest Mercy Mission, so that's going to be Hellrake in Act 1 and Fixture of Fate, which is the library. Both of which I quickly rushed before recording this episode since, well, it's low level content. This one was tied to a prophecy, so that seemed slightly more useful to run. Ooh, a hexproof plumed chimera. But the fact that we can't curse it doesn't really matter. We have other means of lowering its resistance. We are very versatile in that regard. Okay. 1 Chittis Plum. I wonder if I already handed in the Decant Spiritus. Got somewhere in the back of my mind it says that I've already talked to him. Oh, we still have to go to the marketplace. Well. That is, well, one of the more boring quests, so I'm actually gonna spare you having to watch that, since there's not a real point to it. So, is there anything that's interesting still? Corrupt, that's just a Vaal side area. Holding the bridge, we've already done that. Actually 2 powerful Blackheart captains, that's gonna be 2 rares. Then we also had Unnatural Energy, that was the Lightning Elemental, also seen that, the Lost Undying. This is gonna be in the Labyrinth, so we'll see it there. Feral Lord 4. Let's actually do that one as the final one. Let's empty our pockets, then we go into Sarn, look for the Feral Lord. That way we wrap up quite a bunch of loose ends and stories that we started in the course of playing. Yeah, nothing truly interesting. And we'll sort that away. And actually, while we are at it, might as well grab a new prophecy from the valley.
Let me tell you, the unliving crowd into
Soils,
the
worms,
dwellings
and
of
blood.
unlikely allies.
Just a generic thing with undead. Oh, we were actually gonna... Oh, okay. Actually, Sarn, it's easier to go to the crematorium and then walk back out. Of course, it will trigger another quest. Well, I don't really care about soil, worms, and blood. And it's cheaper to just expire a prophecy this way than actually having to seal it. I currently have the prophecy where you have to sacrifice 5 uniques to get another unique. I've got it sealed up 3 times already.
Just need a moment to
That's a
catch
bit
my breath.
more difficult to get rid of otherwise. So, there was something over here. that was the Feral Lord. A very powerful vulture. Wait, this is the slums. City of Sarn is actually the earlier bit. I made a slight mistake there. Let's go back. This is the City of Sarn. You will destroy the Feral Lord's vulture. So ideally you want to have this one before you enter Act 3. So just for completeness sake, let's actually backtrack, because I have had prophecy content spawn behind the waypoint, so to say. It's very frustrating if you have to backtrack the entire level just because there was a really tiny chamber in a corner that normally doesn't hold anything. Hello there, Strongbox. What's in store for me? Skeletons, magic monsters, 1% quality and caustic clouds. Oh no, 1% quality. That changes everything. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. 1% quality on rubbish items is still rubbish items, but just with 1% quality on them. Hello there, guard captain. Latticed ringmail, that looks interesting. Ice tomb. Strength int, bunch of extra armor and energy shield. Bunch of cold resistance, cannot be chilled and increased chill duration on enemies. If you are playing a similar build like I am with Frostbolt and Vortex, and if you're playing it as a Templar with Templar armor, this might be potentially a very interesting armor for you. But this was not what we were looking for. So it's a lower level, isn't it? Yeah, 39. So it's fun if you're starting on Cruel, but late game not. Ooh, hello there. Mary Taurus. So this is the Feral Lord's thingamajig. Here, I'll summon my army.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And it's gone.
The Feral Lord senses your presence. In the shell of the snail, the vulture seeks a fresh carcass.
So that was the Feral Lord 4. Yet another quest completed. Reforged Bonds, probably have to find a random blue pack of bloodlines and slay them. That's how I'm currently interpreting it. I don't know.
What?
Either way, I think we've made it to the end of this episode.
Going?
So in between episodes I'll be clearing out my prophecy log and see if I can get myself my new armor upgraded to a 5-link, because this is a beauty. 326 energy shield compared to the 167 I have right now. It's this is going to be a massive boost to survivability. Well, I would like it to have a 5-link. So I'll be focusing on that, and then I'll see you again next episode when we enter the labyrinth and we'll slay Zorro, because that has been prophesized. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.